Hello, action figure fans. Welcome back to another episode, another video of 10 amazing action figures that we're going to be looking at. Okay, as always, I usually start with the good guys. So let's go ahead and start. Let's start with this huge figure back here in the back. I'm sure you guys all recognize this. Made famous by the Avengers movies. The Hulkbuster. Very, very cool action figure. Huge, bulky. This was a Build-A-Figure. They also had one that came out in a 2-pack with the Hulk as well. So really, to fight the Hulk, you would need something like that. This massive figure. Nice colors on it. Nice articulation on it. The head's very posable. You can see that. Just a very cool figure. And you need something like that size, of course, to match up against the Hulk. So, Hulkbuster. Very cool Marvel Legends. So since we just saw the Hulkbuster, let's go ahead and move to a version of the Hulk. I just got this yesterday. This is a Walmart exclusive Joe Fixit figure. So everyone knows the Hulk is green, but most people probably don't know the Hulk also has a version of himself that is gray. The gray version is a smaller version. He's not as big and powerful as the green version, but the gray version is very, very smart, and he is vicious. I would not want to fight this version of the Hulk. And of course, he looks like a gangster because in the storyline back in the day, this version of the Hulk took a job in Las Vegas as a bouncer at a major casino. He lived up the penthouse, and he would just be the casino owner's leg breaker. And most people at this time thought the Hulk was dead. And it was a very, very cool run of stories. And from that, comes Persona Joe Fixit. Very, very popular for people that have read the Hulk comic books like myself. And really, really like him. And this is a really cool figure. I think it captures that storyline, that persona right on. Just the face there. It actually came with two heads. One had a cap on it, but I like the smile on this figure. Just the expression is really, really good. So that's a really, really well made Joe Fixit. Probably not going to get a better Joe Fixit character than that right there. Okay, so there he is. All right, now we'll go in the back. Probably 99% of people would not know this character. This right here is a Build-A-Figure, and the Soviet Union back in the day, they had a super team to match up with the Avengers called the Soviet Super Soldiers, and their big guy was Ursa Major. He's a human being who is a mutant, and he can literally transform himself into a bear. And so there he is. He was a Build-A-Figure. I'm pretty sure you guys know, but if you don't, Build-A-Figure means there are usually 6 figures that come out in a wave of a line, and they each come with a piece of the figure. And to assemble the figure, you need to buy all 6 of the figures that go in the line, and you can build it. Of course, some people just buy the figure already built online. It's usually almost as expensive as buying the figures individually, so I just buy the figures, of course. So he looks like a bear. He's big, he's bulky, got sharp claws, and for I guess you call him almost like a mascot of Russia, couldn't be better. All right, Ursa Major, very, very cool figure. Now let's go to this amazing figure here of Captain America. So Marvel Legends came out with a line of figures called Legendary Riders, and there are different figures on bikes. The Punisher had one, Ghost Rider had one, Scarlet Witch had one, Wolverine had one. And this was my favorite of them. This is Captain America, obviously during his World War II days, and he's on a Harley, as you can see. And of course, he will come off. You don't have to have him just on that figure, on that bike the whole time. But I just keep him on it. So he looks amazing. That is an amazing figure. The colors are spot on. That is a Harley just right out of the pages or videos of World War II. And Captain America himself there just looks great. That's a great figure. Very cool. Like that a lot. All right, Wolverine. Everyone loves Wolverine, right? Well, there he is. Classic. They call that the tiger stripe costume. And this is really, I think every video I've been saying it, but this is just about a perfect figure. This is really a perfect Wolverine figure. Just everything about it looks great. From all sides, he looks good. And he's a little bit smaller. Most people don't realize that in the comic books, Wolverine is 5'3". So he really is a little guy. So his figures, really, to be accurate, should be on the smaller side. So they do a really, really good job with that. Okay, to the villains. This is a Marvel Select Venom. Everyone knows Venom pretty much. Half human, half alien symbiote. Spider-Man brought this suit back from an alien world called Secret Wars. So this is a Marvel Select. Remember, they're a little bit bigger than the Marvel Legends, but like I said, sometimes the scale is right on with the Marvel Selects, and this is a really good Venom. Might be a little bit big, a little bit tall. He could be a little bit bulkier, like in the comic books, he's a little bit bulkier. But, I mean, wow. Just the face on this guy, the claws. He had interchangeable hands. I think he had 2 different heads you could choose. And that was a really, really good pickup for the Marvel Selects. All right, I just picked this one up from Ross, actually. And I changed the heads. The head that I have on there came from a different Phoenix, but I like it a little bit better on this body. So this is the Dark Phoenix, of course. One of the classic storylines from the X-Men, the Dark Phoenix saga. And I like this little flying stand here, because she can fly, obviously, and to have that pose is really, really cool. I really like the colors on this. If you haven't noticed, I like those bright colors. That just what I call pops. It pops out at you. You can see that yellow and that red just looks so good together. And so there we have the Dark Phoenix, Jean Grey. Very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to get this figure out here. He's not really standing up on his own, but I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. So this is a Marvel Selects Sabretooth zombie version. And they've done a really cool line of zombie figures from Marvel Selects. I think Marvel Legends has actually made a few of them as well, but Marvel Selects just does a better job with the zombies for sure. And so this is Wolverine's major bad guy. And, I mean, for a zombie, he looks spot on. Missing flesh, oozing blood and pus. That is a great zombie figure. And like I said, his jaws, I think, articulated there. You can move it up a little bit, move it down a little bit. But that is a cool, cool zombie figure of Sabretooth. Very nice. I'm going to set him down because he won't stand up. Okay, getting down to the last few here. Here is Apocalypse, a great, great Marvel X-Men villain. And this is a really good figure. I'm not going to say excellent. It's really good. The best thing about this, I think, is just scale, the size of Apocalypse. Marvel Legends has done some good versions, but they're not quite large enough unless you get the Build-A-Figure. They did do a Build-A-Figure a long time ago. But this is the scale that Apocalypse should be at. He should be towering over human beings, towering over them. So this is a great figure. The colors are spot on. The face is perfect. And that's a really good figure of Apocalypse. I like that a lot. Actually, he's I think in the comic books he's called the first mutant. He was born in ancient Egypt, and he's over 5,000 years old. And his big thing is, his motto is basically survival of the fittest. So he always strives to be the strongest. And he is a very cool X-Men villain. Okay, one left. One of my favorites. The Juggernaut. Now, from a looks standpoint, this is, I would say, an almost perfect figure. That captures the Juggernaut perfectly. The size, the scale, the bulkiness. This is the Juggernaut. One of the best Marvel Select figures I think they've ever made. And of course, the helmet on him, the grimacing face, is just spot on. The colors are great as well. Now, he is a Marvel Select, and so he does not have the articulation of the Marvel Legends. But, you know, on the shelf, he just looks incredible. He looks amazing. In my humble opinion, he blows away any of the Marvel Legends Juggernauts. He's larger and just spot on. He's an amazing figure. Plus, he probably weighs 5 pounds. He's huge. And I think you can still get this guy on toy websites. And I would do so. Pick this guy up, man. He is an amazing, amazing figure. All right. So, there we go. We have another 10 figures that you guys can take a look at. Okay, if you like this, go ahead and check out my other videos and see those figures as well. All right, take care.